You know, it's a classic story. We've all seen it. Someone who has all the success in the world, but is fighting a private battle that all their money and power just can't touch. Well, today we're jumping into this incredible ancient story from the book of 2 Kings, all about a man just like that. And his journey to healing? It was absolutely not what he expected. So, let's meet our main character, Naaman. This guy is a Syrian general, and he is the definition of success. He's got power, he's got the king's respect, he's got a whole string of military victories. He's a national hero. But underneath all that armor, he's hiding a devastating secret that is slowly and very publicly killing him. What we're looking at here is this incredible collision of immense power and profound vulnerability. All right, let's set the scene. We're talking about the mid-9th century BC. At this time, Syria is a major superpower, and Israel, well, Israel is its smaller, often rebellious neighbor. Think of it like a long-running David and Goliath situation, just with a lot more political drama and some serious bad blood. This tension is the backdrop for everything that's about to go down. Now, Naaman wasn't just a general, he was the general. This was the guy who led Syria to victory. He was at the absolute top of the food chain. But here's the crazy irony. The man who could command entire armies and win wars was completely, totally powerless against the disease that was destroying his own body. And you have to understand, in the ancient world, leprosy wasn't just a disease, it was seen as a curse. It basically meant you were an outcast, a walking dead man. So all of Naaman's medals, his fancy titles, his wealth, they meant nothing. He was untouchable, and his future was just the slow, agonizing decay. So, Naaman is at rock bottom. He's a man with everything in the world, and there is no worldly solution in sight. And then, a tiny whisper of hope appears from the most unexpected place you could possibly imagine. It's not some secret potion from a royal doctor or a magic spell from a high priest. Nope, it's something way simpler and way more profound. The solution, believe it or not, comes from a young girl, an Israelite girl who was captured in a raid and was now a servant in Naaman's own house. Now, in this world of powerful men and big political games, she is a nobody. She has no voice, no rights, no power whatsoever. And yet, she holds the key to Naaman's survival. I mean, can you just imagine being this girl? You've lost everything, your home, your family, and still you find the courage to speak up and offer a solution that defies all logic. She doesn't suggest a political move or a military tactic. She points Naaman to a prophet, a man of God, right in the heart of enemy territory. So the king of Syria hears about this and, well, he does what any powerful monarch would do. He just throws an absolutely ridiculous amount of money at the problem. It's basically the ancient world's version of saying, let me write you a check, but on a massive geopolitical scale. First, he loads Naaman up with 10 talents of silver. Now, to give you some perspective, a talent was about 75 pounds. So we're talking about 750 pounds of pure silver here. And that's just for starters. Then he adds 6,000 pieces of gold on top of that. This isn't a friendly gift, okay? This is we're gonna buy ourselves a miracle kind of payment. We're talking about a huge chunk of the royal treasury. This is just a classic case of two totally different worlds colliding. For the Syrian king, everything is a transaction. You want something, you pay for it. Simple. But he's about to find out that you can't put a price tag on a miracle. This isn't a business deal, it's a test of faith. So the king of Israel gets this letter and basically has a complete meltdown. He starts tearing his clothes, totally convinced this is some kind of setup. He's thinking, they're trying to start a war, they know I can't cure leprosy. He sees a political trap, not an opportunity for a miracle. Just when it seems like this whole thing is going to blow up into an international incident, the prophet Elisha steps onto the scene. He hears about the king's freakout and sends this really simple message. Hey, relax. Send him to me. It's time he learned there's a real prophet in Israel. So, Naaman rolls up to Elisha's house with his entire military procession, horses, chariots, the whole shebang, ready for the red carpet treatment. And what happens? Elisha doesn't even bother to come outside. He just sends a servant with a message. For a man of Naaman's status, this is a massive, massive slap in the face. Naaman is furious. He's like, are you kidding me? I came all this way for this? To wash in your pathetic, muddy little river? We have beautiful, crystal-clear rivers back home. You see, this isn't about hygiene. It's about his national pride and his deeply wounded ego. And this right here, this is the heart of the story, isn't it? It's so easy to get hung up on the little details and miss the whole point. Naaman is completely focused on the how, the muddy water, instead of the what, the chance to actually be healed. It's a classic case of pride getting in the way of a solution. So just as Naaman is about to pack up and storm off in a huff, his servants step in and just drop this incredible truth bomb. They say, look, sir, if the prophet had asked you to do something epic, like conquer a city or something, you would have done it in a heartbeat. So why are you freaking out over something so simple? And just like that, they completely dismantle his pride. That question just hangs in the air, and you can almost see the gears turning in Naaman's head. He knows they're right. So he takes a deep breath, and he makes a choice. He chooses to let go of his pride, his anger, his expectations. He chooses to surrender. He walks down to the Jordan, that same muddy river he had so much contempt for, and he starts to dip. 1 dip, 2 dips, 3. And with each one, he's washing away more than just dirt. He's washing away his pride, his rage, his sense of entitlement. He goes down a 6th time, still nothing. He could have given up right then. So many would have. But he doesn't. He takes one more leap of faith. He goes down that 7th time. And that is when everything changes. His skin became like that of a young child. This isn't just a cure. It's a complete renewal, a total transformation. He's reborn, physically and spiritually. But you see, the miracle didn't happen in the water. It happened in his heart, the moment he chose to let go of his pride. So, what's the big takeaway here? Naaman's journey pretty much gives us a roadmap for our own healing. It starts with recognizing the limits of our own power. Then, it moves to a place of humility. And finally, it's about taking that simple, obedient step. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the biggest obstacle to our healing is our own pride. So the question this leaves for all of us is this: what is our muddy river? What simple, humbling solution are we avoiding just because it doesn't fit our grand idea of how things should work? And what miracles might we be missing out on, all because we're too proud to just take the plunge?